Tafsir of Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 18, deaf, dumb, and blind, so they will not return to the right path. 2:18. Explanation of verse 18. This verse describes the hypocrites, munafiqun, highlighting their complete spiritual blindness and misguidance. 1. Deaf summin. The hypocrites are spiritually deaf. They hear the truth of Islam, but do not listen or accept it. Their hearts are sealed, so no amount of guidance can reach them. Even though they hear the Quran and the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, they ignore or reject them. Dum, bukmun. They are unable to speak the truth because of their hypocrisy. They may talk, but their words are filled with falsehood, deceit, and dishonesty. Unlike sincere believers who speak words of faith, remembrance, and righteousness, hypocrites remain silent when truth needs to be defended. Blooming. Their hearts are blind. They cannot see or recognize the truth even when it is clear before them. This blindness is not physical, but spiritual. They refuse to see the light of Islam. Allah describes them as completely lost in misguidance, unable to differentiate between right and wrong. 4. So they will not return to the right path. Because of their arrogance and rejection of faith, they have gone too far astray. Their stubbornness prevents them from repenting and returning to Allah. Even when guidance is given to them, they ignore it and continue on the path of misguidance. Key lessons from verse 18. 1. Rejecting guidance leads to spiritual deafness, dumbness, and blindness. When people continuously reject the truth, they lose the ability to hear, speak, and see it. Hypocrisy leads to a state of complete misguidance, making it difficult to return to faith. 2. Sincere faith requires an open heart. True believers listen to guidance, speak the truth, and see righteousness. Hypocrites block their hearts from accepting faith, which leads to their downfall. 3. Ignoring the truth has consequences. Those who turn away from Allah's guidance eventually become incapable of returning. This verse warns us not to ignore the signs of Allah and to always seek sincerity in faith. Conclusion of verse 18. This verse powerfully describes the state of hypocrites. They are spiritually deaf, dumb, and blind, unable to accept faith or return to the right path. Allah warns that hypocrisy leads to complete misguidance, making it nearly impossible to recognize or embrace the truth. May Allah protect us from hypocrisy and grant us hearts that listen, tongues that speak truth, and eyes that see righteousness. Ameen.